Hey guys, Italian Stallion here, coming at you with something I've wanted to do for a long time. And now, right off the bat, I just want to say, if you're misled by this, I'm sorry. I really am. I tried to make it as, I guess the word is ambiguous as possible. But, yeah. I know I said I wouldn't, come back in quotes on YouTube until the Mortal Kombat 11 comes out, which I'm still doing. Looks great. I can't wait. But I believe that the time has come for someone to do something for this series. I'm of course talking about F-Zero. Now, if you don't know, the last console F-Zero game, I'm not talking about the handhelds, was in 2003 at F-Zero GX. That is almost 16 years ago. In fact, it is 16 years ago. I apparently can't do math on the fly. My bad. So it's been 16 years since we've had a console F-Zero game. What the hell? Nintendo, come on. That's kind of... And your excuse to not having them is, I'm sorry, I love you, Nintendo, but this is the lamest excuse of all time. We don't have any new ideas to create a new F-Zero game. Yeah, okay. Valid. But don't go hitting us with, 7 versions of Mario Kart and New Super Mario Brothers. And then going around and selling me a Wii U launch game at $60. Not okay. That's, it's kind of weak, guys. So... that's why I'm here. That's what this video is about. I am pitching, well, in quotation marks, I guess, like it says right there, mock pitch. It's a mock pitch of a new game for this series that I really think needs to be made at this point, because this is ridiculous. Okay? The time has come for Captain Falcon to come back. Alright? Now, I have been throwing around some title ideas, but the working one I have right now is called F-Zero SX. Pretty basic. It goes along with the tradition, F-Zero X, and then F-Zero GX, and then, it makes sense to do F-Zero, SX, right? So, I'm gonna talk about some of the returning stuff first. We're talking, literally everything from the old games. Everything. You got your Grand Prix mode with multiple difficulties, and I'm thinking, since we're trying to get a new crowd in, maybe don't make it, maybe have an easier difficulty. Like in the old games, I think it was normal, and then hard, and then very hard, and then master. Have 1 or 2 under normal. So it'd be very easy, and then easy, and then normal, and then hard, and then very hard, and then master, and then stupid hard, and then you get what I mean, right? That way, more people will, play it for the races and stuff. And you also got your, I said, multiple difficulties, multiple cups, multiple tracks, time attack mode. Maybe the death race comes back from F-Zero X, and as well as the F-Zero GX had this real cool feature where you earn tickets, in-game currency, for doing all the modes, for a Grand Prix and the story mode, to buy either pilots or custom machine parts. You could build your own F-Zero machine, which would do some stats. Some stat changes, maybe your boost gets better, but your grip gets worse, and then your grip gets better, but your body takes a hit. You know what I mean, right? Stuff like that. All that comes back. You also get your pilot viewer, and your options, and your gallery, blah, blah, blah. All basic stuff from the old games, it's all there. Alright? Now we're going to get into some of the new stuff. Now, just bear with me here. This is all still a work in progress. It's a work in progress, basically. I'm thinking reboot of the series. Reboot. Full reboot. Because at this point, it kind of makes sense, right? Can't really go much farther than GX, because GX really didn't have a coherent story. I didn't know what the hell was going on half the time. You raised freaking the devil and then God. And where do you go from there, right? So just reboot it, redo some of the origin stories, maybe take out some of the dumb characters, you know what I'm talking about. and keep some of the familiar ones that I'll get into shortly. I'm also thinking online multiplayer. Duh. I'm pretty sure we can do 30-player races at this point. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds awesome, right? And maybe create your own pilot for the online mode as well as create your own machine. Now, I don't know how that's gonna work. To be honest, I really didn't put a lot of thought into the multiplayer because we got a bigger and better mode coming up shortly. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Now, so we got that stuff, online multiplayer, and don't worry for you hardcore F-Zero fans. You can unlock every track and every pilot in the game the old-fashioned way, you know, where you beat all the cups on the various difficulties and stuff like that, and you earn in-game currency, and you unlock the pilots in the quote-unquote store. So yeah, but that's not why the main part of this is I'm talking about the new story mode, which I got from a piece of fan art that you're seeing on the screen right now. This is called Oath of the Falcon. It is exactly what you're thinking of. You, my friend, are playing as Captain Falcon in an action-adventure freaking style game. So, what's the gameplay like? Think of it like the Batman Arkham games. You know, you got your strike button and your counter button, and your your takedown meter, and maybe some Falcon gadgets and stuff like that. Or another good idea is, hey, you guys remember the game God Hand?
Come on, show me your moves. Falcon kick. Falcon kick. Yes. Falcon punch. Falcon punch. Yes. Falcon punch. Falcon punch.
Yeah, I just blew your freaking mind right there, didn't I? Whew, you want it real bad, don't you? Anyway, so I'm also gonna give you a little bit of the story. I don't want to give anything. I don't want to give a lot of big plot points away. I'm gonna focus on some of the main characters and what you're gonna be doing and the rest of the gameplay style. Let me finish that first. Since Captain Falcon is a bounty hunter, right? That's gonna be another main part of the game. I think it's gonna be like your AI buddy. Like, think of it like Alf, but it's like a computer. And he'll be giving you like, hey, this is the guy who wanted for this, or this guy wants you to help him do a thing over there. And what you do is, like, you have to literally track the bounty. Go to, like, last known locations, ask the right people the right questions. If you don't ask the right questions, maybe you have to fight them to get the information. Stuff like that. You get what I'm saying, right? You literally have to track down the bounty. And, yeah. And then, like, I'm thinking either some of them can be, like, a racing challenge or a full-on, like, mini-boss fight. Stuff like that. So, in terms of the story, you are playing as a young Captain Falcon, like young. His name is going to be Andrew Lemming. I'm blowing the anime fans' minds right now, aren't I? So, you're playing as Andrew Lemming, and I know some of the people are, what? His name is Douglas Falcon. Well, here's the thing. I've reimagined it as an alias. Like, Douglas J is the name of the guy that was before him. Like, before Andy. So, the guy before Andy, he dies, and then Andy eventually becomes the new Captain Falcon, and the whole game is basically you're adjusting to your new role as Mute City's protector. And the main plot point of the game is you're trying to track down the guy who killed your parents when you were a kid. Pretty basic, yeah, I know. But it works, I think. And, like, throughout the story, you'll meet various characters. You'll find out who Captain Falcon actually was before Andy, like his real identity. And And some of the characters I have making appearances, Dr. Stewart, I have reimagined him as an old friend of Andy's, and I think he would help, upgrade health and maybe combat abilities and stuff like that. We got another one named Roy Hughes, who prefers to be called the Mighty Gazelle. Again, anime fans are going, oh my god, this guy knows his stuff. I have him as another old friend of Andy's, and he would provide upgrades for the Falcon Flyer. You know what that is. It's his, his spaceship that in the Smash Brothers and Subspace Emissary, as well as upgrades for the Blue Falcon, like speed, grip, boost, you know what I'm saying. We also have Jodie Summer, who is going to be reimagined as Andy's younger sister, who was separated from him when she was a baby after their parents died. We also have a bunch of the mainstays that you think of when you think of bad guys. You got Black Shadow, you got the Skull, you got Samurai Goro, you got Zoda, and I have also, again, reimagined, quotation marks right there, Blood Falcon. Now, if people who don't know, Blood Falcon is an evil clone of Captain Falcon. But in this game, Andy knows, Andy will find out who Captain Falcon was before him, and Blood Falcon is a clone of that Captain Falcon, not of Andy, of the guy before him. So, that's gonna screw with Andy a little bit. So that's my idea, and I really think that this needs to be made, or some kind of F-Zero game, because I, along with a lot of people, figured out who Captain Falcon was through Smash Brothers. And I don't know if I'm part of most people, but I was like, alright, this guy's pretty cool. Let me check out his actual game series. Wow. This is awesome. Are there more? What, there's only 3? That's bogus. So, I figured you could cater to the old fans with all the racing and the super hard mode and stuff like that, and maybe get some of the new Smash Brothers guys to come over for the fighting aspect of the game, where you beat your Captain Falcon, you're adjusting to your new role as the protector of Mute City, meeting all sorts of buddies, making enemies, and eventually finding the man who took down your parents. Oh, I never gave you his name either. My bad. Forgot about that. It's a new character. His name's pretty cheesy. His name is Scythe. Yeah, I know, right? Laugh about it all day. That's the first thing that came into my head. So, that's my idea. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do a follow-up video with all of my character list that I do have, I have a big one. I've cut out some of the crap ones, like some of the ones that are very obscure, like freaking PJ and QQQ, and oh man, there's so many bad. I can picture them, but I can't remember their names. They're that unmemorable. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. And oh my god, I forgot about one thing. It's on my script right here. I'm so sorry. DLC. Samus is a bounty hunter, right?